Centro. Morning, Gene.
Good morning.
It's, let's see, it's a Wednesday.
That's the rumor that I heard comes after Tuesday.
Okay, it's the 29th day of April.
Yes.
Okay, and I made a boo-boo. I said today was Vietnam Veterans Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was actually March 29th.
Oh, okay, so it's a wee past.
I'm a month late, which is pretty much the way I have been a good part of my life. So,
Well.
Anyway,
I don't know.
It's typical because those of us who served during the Vietnam era, and here at KXO, George Gale, Pat Maestro, and myself, we never heard the welcome home, thank you for your service. Yeah, it was something you never heard.
Certainly not across the board. There were exceptions to that.
There were very few.
There weren't a lot. But...
Yes. Anyway, it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and we'll make the most of it. Okay.
I promise. You promise. Okay. That sounds good.
Okay. I know our morning news is on YouTube. We have our own KXO YouTube channel, and I would suggest that you subscribe. It's free. You don't have to pay for the KXO YouTube channel. Subscribe because we have a lot of things that pop up on our YouTube channel. And on YouTube right now, there are videos explaining how to make big money during the COVID-19 pandemic.
How to make big money. Huh?
Yeah. Well, you could make millions by inventing a way to totally laminate the human body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's been tried already.
Well, you could forget pandemic germs. Yeah, we'll laminate kids, right?
That's true.
And then you could easily wipe them down when they get dirty, right?
I think it would work something like that.
Yeah, $1 million idea. Don't tell anybody before we can get it patented, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, well. Anyway, today it is Denim Day. I am wearing denim just to celebrate. It is Noise Awareness Day.
You know, everybody's got to have a day, so
everybody gets one.
That one's a little stretch for me. But,
yes. Okay. Noise awareness.
Mm-hmm.
I be aware of noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Anyway, I don't know if you have seen any of the coverage, but marine biologists are mystified. The luminescence along the coast in Southern California. Mm-hmm. Have you seen any of those pictures or videos?
Not the recent ones, but certainly that's a phenomenon that happens from time to time.
Yes.
So I saw that many years ago in the Naples area in Long Beach.
Okay. Anyway, it is it's being experienced now.
Pretty cool.
It is, and I don't know how far north you have been, but if you've ever experienced the Northern Lights, I'd almost put that in the same category, but the Northern Lights, much brighter and just fabulous.
Fabulous.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely marvelous. Birthdays today, are you ready?
I'm ready, Roy.
Okay, actor Keith Baxter is 87. Bob Miranda, he's with The Happenings. He is 78. Singer Tommy James, 73. Comedian Jerry Seinfeld is 66. Actress Leslie Jordan, 65. Actress Kate Meldrew is 65. Actor Daniel Day-Lewis is 63. Actress Michelle Pfeiffer, 62. Eve Plum of the Brady Bunch, 62. I have no idea which one of the girls she was. I know she wasn't Alice. Actor Vincent Ventresca is 54. Carney Wilson of Wilson Phillips, Brian Wilson's little girl, 52. Actor Paul Adelstein is 51. Actress Uma Thurman, 50. Actress Darby Stanchfield is 49. Actor Tyler Labine is 42. Actress Megan Boone, 37. Actor Zane Carney, 35. Actress Grace Kaufman is 18.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Alex Flores, Maria Manuel, Cassandra Ray Rojas, Alfredo Carrera, Alicia Gonzalez, John Hinshaw, Dina Patzloff, Lucian Patzloff, Robert Wren, Carly Ross, Isaiah Aguilera, Sherry Hoffbauer, Annie Keating, Heather Singh, Brady Hoff, David Acuna, Emily Vasquez, Bob Diaz, Jesus Aldaz, Megan Moreno, Nicholas Irving, Rosie Garcia, Rosario Martinez, Fidel Alvarez, Sergio Servin. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, it's Bob Diaz's birthday today. Do you think maybe we ought to do a drive-by honk and wave?
Yeah, that term now, what it means and what it used to mean just sends chills up my spine.
Yes.
I am dating myself, but
I suppose.
A drive-by will always be a drive-by.
Yes. Well, okay, we will saunter by.
Yeah, much better.
Okay. So, how's everybody holding up?
I don't know. You'll have to ask them.
Okay.
Seems some better than others.
Yes.
Probably.
I'm a little bit worried because, and all you have to do is look around, go to a store, cautiously. Okay, we've got Cinco de Mayo coming up next week, and then the 10th, Mother's Day. And it's going to be like it was at Easter. Oh, well, I'm just going to get together with a few of my best buds. We're going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. We always do. Yeah, right. And then they're going to get together with Mom on Mother's Day. Oh, well, it's just the family. Okay, it's okay. We can do this. And they brought something from their Cinco de Mayo celebration that kills Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there are people that, I can do this. I'm healthy. Yeah, right.
You just don't know.
You don't. And caution is, that's to be advised. Yeah, well, we've got news. Are you ready?
We do have news, and I'm ready.
Okay. World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. I told you it was going to get hot. Yeah, I got that one right.
CBS News update. The government's latest economic news, dismal. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
The U.S. economy shrank at an annual rate of 4.8% in the first quarter of this year. That was worse than the consensus estimate of 3.5%.
Keep in mind, these numbers are from the first stages of the pandemic layoffs and shutdowns. PNC chief economist Gus Fauché.
The economy is in the midst of a recession right now, and the second quarter is going to be a lot worse than the first.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says he'll announce plans for reopening the Sunshine State sometime today. DeSantis says it will be a measured approach and won't be a big step from what's happening in Florida now. CBS's Dr. John LaPook says, good idea.
If you're going to do that, you better have your eyes open. And having our eyes open here means having a lot of testing. We're talking about the test to see, do you have the infection? And also the test to see whether you had it.
CBS News Update. I'm Peter King.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Governor Gavin Newsom says California's stay-at-home order will be lifted in 4 phases. Right now we're in phase 1 with phase 2 in a few weeks when retail will be able to reopen. Phases 3 and 4, including barbershops, churches, movie theaters, and concerts, likely months away.
We believe we do have a framework that we can achieve.
Governor also talking about maybe starting the next school year early as soon as July to make up for lost learning time. The Newport Beach City Council voting Tuesday on a proposed ordinance that would have closed the city's beaches for the next few weekends.
We have an open house sign out. We have a sign out that says, welcome, y'all, come down to Newport Beach.
Councilmember Diane Dixon, in a 5-2 vote, officials voted to keep the beaches open despite the crowds in the thousands there last weekend. Parking lots will be closed, and there will be more lifeguards and police enforcing social distancing guidelines. Some more desert heat today with El Centro and Palm Springs with highs of 105, low 80s in LA and Sacramento. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Hey, 105, yeah, is your air conditioner ready? Check with Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
O'Reilly. Could your car use a spring cleaning? Now's the time to stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts during Clean Car Month for great deals on everything you need to keep your car looking new, like Mother's California Gold Wash and Wax, just $4.99 for a 64-ounce bottle. Save big on your spring cleaning car products today. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here. When it's time to eat, there's nothing more comforting than comfort food you don't have to cook. So get a $20 filler from KFC. Choose from 8 pieces of original recipe, extra crispy chicken, or 12 tenders. It comes with all the fixings to feed your whole family. Order ahead at KFC.com. Our drive-thrus are still open, or stay in and get free delivery on orders of $20 or more by Grubhub. With buckets of love, Colonel Sanders. Participating locations only. Prices may vary. Tax and substitution extra. Free delivery exclusively by Grubhub for a limited time. Additional fees and terms apply at participating KFCs on Grubhub.
It's page 1 of the local news, page 1 of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. With 2 locations in the valley, one in El Centro, another in Brawley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at local news for a Wednesday morning, Imperial County is working on a plan to restart the local economy. At the County Board of Supervisors meeting on Tuesday, County CEO Tony Rojotis told the board that work is underway to develop a roadmap to recovery. Rojotis has met with city managers from throughout the valley to discuss a recovery program that will reopen shuttered businesses in a safe manner that meets safe and state and federal guidelines. The board directed the CEO and county staff to continue their efforts and to include agencies that will be critical to the economic recovery of the valley. Agencies to be included will represent law enforcement, medical authorities, chambers of commerce, schools, and nonprofits. According to Rojotis, the safety of all Imperial Valley residents remains the highest priority. County officials said that the efforts must move forward to determine how and when recovery will begin. Many businesses have been closed since March. Schools have remained closed, and many restaurants are open only for drive-through or takeout orders. As of last Saturday, the county took a first step by reopening county parks and recreational facilities while insisting on social distancing and other safety precautions remain in effect. An investigation in Imperial Valley in the Calexico area is ongoing. George Gale filed this story.
The investigation is into an officer-involved shooting happened in Calexico last Friday. Calexico Police Chief Gonzalo Gerardo says Calexico Police responded to a call at around 7:30 p.m. The call was from the area of 5th Street and Rockwood Avenue. According to the report, an unidentified man was bothering a female who was walking her dog. The woman said the man was following her using belligerent and sexually explicit language directed towards her. He was last seen going west towards Imperial Avenue. Officers contacted the man moments later. They attempted to check the man for weapons, reportedly took out an unfolded knife. Officers used a taser on the man several times, apparently to no effect. He eventually dropped the knife, but as officers attempted to handcuff him, he picked the knife up once again, and an officer shot the man once in the leg. Officers began first aid and called the fire department ambulance. He was eventually flown out of the county. His condition was listed as critical but stable. Calexico Police, county sheriffs, and the county district attorney's office are all investigating that incident. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:44.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
Here are the numbers for the coronavirus in Imperial County. 304 total positive cases, 199 active cases, recovered 97, patients tested just under 2,000, and there are 8 deaths. Well, Border Patrol arrests 2 convicted felons. Here's more in that story.
The first incident happened at a local motel. Border Patrol agents had the motel under surveillance. Agents detained a male U.S. citizen and found he was harboring 3 individuals in a motel room, 2 males and 1 female. The 3 were screened at the motel, and the 2 men were transported to the El Centro station. One of the men was identified as 44-year-old Marcos Flores Diaz from El Salvador. Flores had been convicted of murder in 2000 in Santa Ana County. He received a 20-year sentence and was deported back to El Salvador in 2019. Second incident occurred in Calexico. Agents observed a man illegally enter the U.S. about 3 miles east of the downtown Calexico port. Records check identified the man as 45-year-old Andres Zavala Lopez. He had been convicted in 1995 of annoying or molesting children in Vista. Mexican national was sentenced to 90 days in jail, 3 years probation before he was deported back to Mexico. Zavala was redeported this week. Flores was being held pending further prosecution. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That will conclude this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Is your vehicle ready for summer? Well, take it to Quick Lane and tell them you want the works.
People who are older and those who have underlying medical conditions can be at increased risk for COVID-19. If you're frequently around or are a member of one of these high-risk groups, wash your hands often and disinfect your home. Make sure you have an adequate supply of regular medications and avoid large crowds. If you do have symptoms like cough and fever, call your doctor or local health department before seeking treatment. For more information, visit covid19.ca.gov.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
A legendary motocross racer died in a dune buggy accident on Monday. According to Imperial County Senior Deputy Coroner Emmanuel Ramirez, at about 7:30 p.m. Monday, Martin Smith, 63, and his wife Nancy were riding in a sand rail in the Patton Valley area near Gordon's Well when the vehicle rolled over. Both Smith and his wife suffered fatal injuries in the accident. According to witnesses, Smith was not wearing a safety harness and his wife was wearing only a lap belt when the accident occurred. Marty Smith was pronounced dead at the scene, while his wife passed away after being airlifted to Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs. Marty Smith was a three-time AMA motocross champion in the mid to late 70s. He retired from professional racing at the end of the 1981 season. He was inducted into the AMA Motorcycle Hall of Fame in 2000, according to Cycle World. Human and narcotics smugglers at it again. Here's more on the story.
They were arrested over the weekend in separate incidents. First incident happened just before 9 Saturday night. 31-year-old man with a 21-year-old female passenger attempted to circumvent the Border Patrol checkpoint on Highway 111. Agents followed the black Nissan until it stopped. Agents approached the occupants and found they were U.S. citizens. They also found two men in the trunk of the vehicle. They were both in this country illegally. The men were described only as being 34 and 38 years of age, both from Mexico. They also found a loaded firearm in the woman's purse. A small amount of cocaine, methamphetamine, and ecstasy was also found. Second incident occurred in the early morning hours of Sunday. 55-year-old man with a 37-year-old female passenger drove up to the Highway 86 checkpoint. K-9 alerted to the vehicle, and it was sent to the secondary inspection area. Agents found a grocery bag with 7 packages of methamphetamine inside. Ziploc bags were found in the woman's purse containing small amounts of meth and heroin. The meth weighed a total of 8 pounds, with the heroin 2.4 grams. Total value was set at $21,000. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
A road closure on Hart Road from State Route 115 to Holt Road. That closure is now in effect and will continue until further notice. The closure is due to an IID ditch overflow. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says afternoon temperatures will be quite hot for late April and near record levels for the Imperial, Yuma, and Phoenix areas. Today and tomorrow, we'll see the hottest temperatures with daytime highs near 105 degrees across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. These extreme temperatures this early in the season will likely bring significant heat impacts, and precautions should be taken to limit exposure. Slightly cooler, but still well above normal temperatures are forecast by the weekend and through early next week, with dry conditions persisting. Our high yesterday, 101. The low, 73. Sunny today with a high near 105. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Increasing clouds tonight with a low about 71. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Partly sunny on Thursday with a high near 103. Southeast wind about 5 miles per hour. We have 74 degrees downtown, 53% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southwest at about 3 miles per hour. Page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services. Gold and Diamond Exchange is finally open in their new permanent location. Gold and Diamond Exchange, 593 Main Street, 6th and Main, downtown El Centro. Still buying gold and silver jewelry and coins, as well as military collectibles. If you need cash to get you through these difficult times, see Lonnie at Gold and Diamond Exchange, 6th and Main, El Centro. It's sports time. Sports time brought to you by your Imperial Valley Ford dealers. Major League Baseball says, hey, we're going to build 3 10-team divisions for the 2020 season. Yeah, and opening day, well, it may be July 4th. Yeah, they still don't know. And they're still balking at returning or refunding money for tickets that people have bought for games that will never be played. Hey, well, might as well keep it and collect some interest. And Manny Ramirez says he wants to get back into baseball. The former Major League Baseball star is set to play in the Chinese Professional Baseball League in Taiwan, where he briefly played in 2013.
Everyone is trying to do their part, especially now. And here's how your Ford dealer is built to lend a hand. Ford service centers are an essential part of your community. And your Ford dealer is there to help you during these trying times. If your vehicle is in need of service, simply call to schedule an appointment. Your participating Ford service centers are ready to help. Ask about pickup and delivery options. Plus, they've implemented enhanced cleaning measures for added peace of mind. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let your local Ford dealer do their part and help take care of you. Contact your local participating Ford dealer for more details or go online at Ford.com.
Quarterback Jameis Winston is officially heading to the New Orleans Saints. He signed a 1-year deal yesterday. Winston is hoping to experience the same type of career revival in New Orleans that Teddy Bridgewater did under the tutelage of Coach Sean Payton and starting quarterback Drew Brees. Meanwhile, Kansas City Chiefs cornerback Bashaud Breeland was arrested on multiple charges Tuesday in York County, South Carolina. Breeland faces charges of resisting arrest, having alcohol in a motor vehicle with the seal broken, having an open container of beer or wine in a motor vehicle, possession of 28 grams or less of marijuana or 10 grams of hash, and driving without a license. Yeah, well, it happens. He says, 2 guys threw something in his car. Yeah, right. Okie dokie. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by your Imperial Valley Ford dealers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs. From business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by H&R Block. Get your taxes done right. Visit the nearest H&R Block. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up currently over 500 points at 24,605. The S&P 500 up 68 points at 2,931. The Nasdaq up 261 points. Gold off $9.80 an ounce, while oil is up $4.24 a barrel. The stocks are trading sharply higher. Why? Well, one reason is Gilead Sciences said this morning that a government-run clinical trial evaluating its experimental drug remdesivir is in certain COVID-19 patients met the study's main goal. Meanwhile, the gross domestic product has shrunk, the biggest drop since 2008, and retail sales What retail sales?
When you do your taxes with H&R Block, you can work with the same tax pro year after year, so they can be there with you through all of life's changes. From bum, 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 to dun, 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 and definitely H&R Block tax pros have an average of 10 years experience, getting people every credit and deduction they deserve. Now guess what that sounds like? Ka-ching! Make an appointment or walk in today. It's better with Block.
There's a lot going on in the world right now, but getting your tax refund is as important as ever. H&R Block is here to help you safely get your taxes done. Just drop off your documents at H&R Block and a tax pro will do the rest.
Well, we mentioned retail sales, no surprise, as consumer spending fell nearly 8% in the first quarter of the year. And that's before a lot of the COVID-19 pandemic economic restrictions took effect. It will be sunny today with a high near 105, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Increasing clouds tonight with a low about 71, southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. It'll be partly sunny tomorrow with a high near 103, southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. An excessive heat warning in effect for today and tomorrow. Right now, downtown, we are looking at 76 degrees and 52% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southwest at about 3 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by H&R Block with locations throughout the Imperial Valley.
Wash your hands, avoid sick people, and touching your face. There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News is next. It is brought to you by Marcus Family Law Center. Marcus Family Law. They handle family law and related matters at barefootlawyer.com.
Is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan in northern New Jersey. The news is bad in the latest economic report from the government. A look at how things shook out in the first 3 months of the year. Economist Gus Fauché says it'll be looked back on as the start of a recession fueled by the coronavirus that'll end the longest expansion on record.
So we saw the U.S. economy contract about 5% at an annualized rate in the first quarter. I think we're going to see something that is, maybe 25% or something in the second quarter.
Well, just in from the U.S. Trade Office, a report that China and 32 other countries are accused by the United States of intellectual property theft. President Trump has signed an executive order to keep meat processing plants open. More than 20 have shut down for now because of virus cases. CBS's Dean Reynolds says there are concerns about the food supply and worker health.
Gary Harris is a 20-year employee of the now-shuttered Tyson meat plant in Logansport, Indiana. He's worried his health and that of his coworkers are being unnecessarily endangered.
Before they talk about reopening, they should make sure safety is first.
The United Food and Commercial Workers Union, or UFCW, says 20 workers have already died of the virus.
Vice President Pence is fending off criticism after not wearing a face mask during a visit yesterday to the Mayo Clinic, an apparent violation of policy.
I'm tested for the coronavirus every day, and literally everyone around me is tested on a regular basis.
The Navy indicates it's going to widen its investigation of the virus-infected aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt, delaying a decision on reinstating the fired captain. In New York City, Mayor Bill de Blasio called police to break up a large crowd in Brooklyn that had gathered for a mass funeral for a rabbi. Not good, he says, in a time of social distancing.
This was by far the largest gathering in any community of New York City of any kind that I had heard of or seen since the beginning of this crisis, and it's just not allowable. So we have to change this reality.
Overseas, the British Foreign Secretary told the House of Commons that Prime Minister Boris Johnson is the father of a newborn boy.
Both mother and baby are doing well, and I'm sure the whole House will want to join with me in sending congratulations and our very best wishes to them.
Johnson just got over a long stretch in the hospital battling the coronavirus.
The biotech firm Gilead says its experimental COVID-19 drug met its treatment goal in a major study, and that has boosted markets today. Right now, the Dow is up 483 points. NASDAQ up more than 200. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Under the Hood, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Automakers are stepping up to help healthcare heroes on the front lines. Here's auto expert Jeff Gilbert.
Ford's now building face shields for medical workers at a suburban Detroit plant. Engineering manager Adrian Price says they put the whole process into production in a single weekend.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
Mother's Day is on the way, and Walgreens is here for you with new ways to make shopping easier. We have just what you need to make Mom's Day with our wide range of beauty products, candy, Hallmark cards, and easy-to-print personalized photo books, frames, and more. And now you can shop Walgreens drive-thru for select essential items, order photo gifts online and pick up, or get convenient same-day delivery on select items with Postmates. Don't forget, Mother's Day is on Sunday, May 10th. Walgreens.
The elderly have been encouraged to stay home and stay safe during the pandemic, but one senior citizen in France has a job to do.
He's 98, but Dr. Christian Chenet is still working, treating people who think they have COVID-19.
J'ai jamais vécu ça.
I've never seen anything like this, he said, and he lived through the post-war typhus epidemic that swept France. He makes weekly visits to a retirement home for clergy and holds phone consultations with patients and says he has no plans to stop. Elaine Cobb, CBS News, Paris.
Movies that debuted on a streaming service without a theatrical run will be eligible for the Oscars, but only for this year. The Film Academy says it's also going to condense the 2 sound categories into one and prohibit DVD screeners for 2022's event in an effort, that is, to become more carbon neutral. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Marcus Family Law Center.
Are you facing the challenge of divorce, child custody, spousal and child support, or other family issues that require legal assistance? The expert team of certified family law specialists at the Marcus Family Law Center is ready to help you, just as we've been doing for over 40 years.
Family to family, Marcus Family Law Center. Call 866-SAY-PUT or log on to barefootLawyer.com.
CBS News brought to you by Marcus Family Law Center. You can find them at barefootLawyer.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Present to you with this year's Choice YouTuber Award,
Carroll Buckley.
Prepare to get rocked.
That was unbelievable. AM 1230 KXO. 1230 KXO.